A lady tells a story of how she met her husband and what the supposed mother-in-law did with her husband and why she came out to talk about it. Now, when this lady met her husband, let us call her Choma. When Choma met her husband, they were friends. I think he went to play football and then she was going to see of a friend and they met at the field. So they talked a little and exchanged numbers. So when Choma got home, the guy sent her a chat and they began to chat for hours. And just like the love will grow when you chat with somebody you think you are fond of and all of that, their love grew and Choma decided to accept to be his girlfriend because even as they were very close chatting, they weren't dating, but the love for each other grew and then the guy asked her out and they began to date. So she invited the guy over to their house to meet her mother so that because normally there's a belief that if a guy agrees to come to see your people, which means he's going to take you seriously. So Choma invited the guy and he came over to their house. And when he came to visit, the mother of the mother of Choma welcomed the guy and everything was fine. And when he was to leave, he left. And then Choma, it was now Choma's turn. She waited to see if the guy would invite her over to his own house so that I could see the mom. And then it took forever. Like she began to ask. Because she was expecting, she didn't see. So she began to ask the guy, how far? This one you've not invited me. She was expecting the guy to give her a reply. The guy did not give her a reply. So she decided to call the guy again the next day to find out what's going on. Why haven't you, made plans for us to see your mother or your family? So the guy said, no, it's not yet time, that the mother is busy. So at some point, Choma thought he wasn't serious because of the way he was just not being straightforward. So Choma did not understand what was going on, so she decided to keep calm. Then they had some fight because she told the guy that she cannot be serious with the guy that she has taken to her own parents, and then she has not gone to see or meet the guy's parents. So a month later, the guy called her and Choma said she was busy. The guy said, okay, pick a date where it's convenient so that we'll go see my parents. On reaching them, Choma, you know, came to see the woman and everything was fine. But the woman was not asking Choma where she comes from. But of course, if somebody tells you her name, you should already know she's Igbo. Or maybe what the woman wanted to know was what state Choma came from. And everything went well. The mother, entertained them. The father of the guy was not around. I think he went to work or something. But on the second meeting, he was around. So the father now questioned and asked, "Do you?" The father asked, Choma, "Do you know everything about our son?" And Choma said yes, that he has told her everything. So now the everything about her son, Choma did not understand what the everything was because the guy is not the only child of the family. So that was what happened. So the mother of the child went in again, brought something to entertain them. So they dated for like 6 months. And then one day, Choma got a call from a strange number asking Choma, I saw you with somebody. What relationship do you have with the person? The person said, Choma now replied the person and said, no, we are friends. We are currently dating. She now said, the person now advised her to ask the guy to tell her more about himself. She didn't still get the drift. She didn't understand. So Choma now, she didn't even take it seriously. Of course, a family you are going to get married into, you won't want to start having issues with them. So that was how Choma just left it. She did not take it personal. So one day, the guy called Choma and said that they needed to go to a venue to check out something. So Choma was like, what venue is that? She said, let them just go. So they went there and they saw the place. The next thing the guy asked Choma, do you like this place? Choma said yes. She liked the place. So the guy was now
saying things like looks like they were planning a wedding. So Choma now, you know, began to ask the guy, what's the venue for and all that. The guy now opened up and said that himself and the mother are going ahead to plan. So Choma was asking the guy, going ahead to plan what? I don't understand. So that was how she said, that the mother is like that, she's a good planner and all. So Choma now decided to, you know, keep quiet. So later the guy now asked Choma that they needed to go for somebody's birthday, not knowing that the guy had already planned a surprise for Choma, and then they got into the place. It was a form of resort, and the guy proposed to Choma. So the next thing they got to get the list, Choma's list, and even though the mother of the guy complained that the list was too expensive, and the guy was like being there to get married, so they got married. So as they got married now, Choma's mom, visited only when they heard that Choma wasn't feeling well. But shortly after that, the guy's mom now visited. When she got there, she met the guy's mom came, met Choma. Then Choma had already gotten herself back and everything was fine. And Choma started living with her like my mother-in-law. What she did not know is that that woman was not who she thought she was. So one day, the guy went to work, Choma also went to work. So when they came back, the guy came back before Choma. But one thing is, the guy did not call Choma to say he was going home. And Choma was thinking that maybe the guy would pick up from the office since she gave her car out for repairs. So when she did not see the guy, she kept calling him, he wasn't picking. The next thing, Choma, got a taxi going home, and she discovered that the woman, somebody was in the house, like two people in the house discussing, but they did not know that Choma was already in the vicinity. They didn't know. So Choma now listened to the conversation because their voices were not low. So she overheard the mother-in-law saying things like, since you got married to your wife, you don't have time for me again and all that. But she didn't want to believe that's what she heard. So and then she decided to now become very vigilant. So she discovered that the woman will call the guy when they are sleeping, and the guy will go downstairs to meet the woman. So one night the guy went downstairs to meet the woman, and I don't know if he forgot to close the door because they didn't know when she came into the place. The guy Choma met the so-called mother-in-law and the husband having carnal knowledge of themselves, like doing something that is abominable. So when that happened, Choma decided to shout. And then they started asking Choma. She didn't say anything, nothing happened. They started trying to cover up the story. So Choma picked her phone and called the father-in-law and told the father-in-law everything. The father-in-law asked her, Choma, I asked you the day you came to my house, have your husband told you, or husband to be then, told you everything about him? So I said yes. So now the father now said that, well, he suspected that something was going on between the wife and the son, but the wife would never ever say or accept it. Now, the man now started explaining to Choma that the boy was actually an adopted son. He's not their biological son, but that he noticed that each time they had issues, the boy would always be the one to console her, and the woman would always want to speak to the boy no matter what the situation is. But he didn't want to make it seem like there was an issue, so he left it. But he didn't know the boy can do that to him. That was how Choma just went into the closet, began to pack her things. The woman was like, no, that Choma should not do that this will bring embarrassment to the family. Choma said it's better she leaves the marriage than live with a man that will deceive her to this point. That how can you, that once a woman is somebody adopts you, become the person becomes your mother. That is, which means if you can do this kind of a thing, you can do it to your own mother, you can do it to my mother, and you can sleep with our own child. So Choma started moving her things. She moved out of the house, and that was how this so-called mother-in-law took over Choma's husband, and they became a couple, husband and wife. Like, she forgot about her own husband wonder shall never end.